Another one. What's up, everybody? Are we ready for this address today? Well, Zoya gave me a bit of a lowdown as to what's going to happen. Don't know though. Don't know. We are friends at Streamlabs for back. Are back. Nice. Oh my goodness. Yeah, I wonder what he's gonna say today. Like, just recently we announced a level 2 adjusted lockdown. Do you think any differences were made? Are we, well, I mean, Zoya says we are going to go to level 1. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Like, with the state of the country, you know, I don't know what's really going to happen. Rory song, and you know what I'm saying. So let's see what happens. Like, what do you guys think? What do you guys think? We're probably gonna get. Can I say some kind of no. Probably. So we'll be crossing over live as soon as he starts in about 9 minutes time. It's scheduled to start, right? I'm gonna obviously go off the link of ENCA, right? And we'll hear what our guys have to say as well about it. Okay, obviously my viewers, what they think of. Well, school's on holiday in any case, so well, most schools, that is, on holiday. They're not going to close schools. I think the rate of the vaccinations are happening quite steadily at the moment. So I doubt, and I wonder. Well, I mean, I wonder what they're going to say. Like, let's see. Go search. Wait. Let's change that background music a bit. Don't go search. If you feed a man fish and watch the video on YouTube. Okay. Just now. Malefic, what's up? Been on holiday for 4 weeks. Damn. Everybody, welcome to the stream. Let's wait and see what Mr. President has to say, guys. It's been a rough road so far. But been on holiday for 4 weeks. What? Then you've been on holiday already? What do you mean? Like, I know most schools just closed now, like for school holidays. Like between the beginning of this week and I think today or tomorrow. Be prepared to die in laughter. Okay. I will have a look. We need daily streams. What do you mean daily streams? Malefic? Yeah. So the private schools finished last week, as far as I understand, but not 4 weeks ago. Damn. Okay. Phil Toaster, bro, I need more holiday. You need more holiday? No, you guys need to study. Come on. Everybody needs to study. Education is very important, guys. Come on. Education is important. Leave a like in the sub, guys, if you like what you're gonna see. So so from the president's point of view, knowing that, oh, there we go, Zoya, level 1 curfew from 12 o'clock to 4 o'clock. Okay, so I guess we got the news before we got the news. It's not. What you mean, bro? Why? It's okay. Curious what the COVID stats are. Yeah, so I mean, if you guys are not following there is a site to actually monitor the COVID stats for every day still. And there is a daily stat as well. So there is yeah, so total cases we're sitting at currently, oh wait, hang on, as of the 29th, today it's been a dip for some reason. So from the 10th till now, average well, the total cases is sitting on 29,000 at the moment. So that's still quite a lot of people in South Africa that have COVID, right? Or the cases that have been alerted about. How many cases have not been spoken about? That's what you gotta ask yourself. How many cases haven't been spoken about, and how many cases haven't been reported? Still people are scared to go for the vaccine. I don't understand why. I mean, I met so many people, just like, well, not met, I've spoken to so many people over the past few weeks, and they are still scared. 250 people indoors and 500. Oh my goodness, they're still scared. There's so many people that haven't gone for vaccinations. Vaccine stats South Africa. Let's see. There is a site that shows us how the vaccine numbers have been growing, and at the moment only 17 million people have been vaccinated. That stats is crazy. I'm gonna show you guys that now. Just give me 1 second. I'll do that, and then you can see what I'm seeing. So look at the stats. 17 million doses given to people in South Africa. Can you guys see it? Oh wait, can't see my camera. There we go. We'll make it so you can see it. Blam. No, it's not going to work. Let's make it bigger. Okay. So there's 17 million in people in SA that got it. 8.5 million are fully vaccinated. Now that's only 14% of our population. That is a scary number, which means the COVID statistics can actually still increase if we go down to level 1, as Roya says. In theory. Why haven't the rest of the population gone for the vaccinations? Everybody's scared. MJ, I'm not getting vaxxed. Y'all can hate me, but that's not going to change my mind. I don't hate you still, but I wouldn't want to see you. I wouldn't want to see you die. Okay, let me just say this, right? Would you guys prefer to get COVID and have the possibility of dying, or get COVID and get sick only? What do you mean you're done? You can't die? No, with okay. No, I'm talking about. No, not with the vaccines. That's not what I'm saying, Rick. What's your vans? You're not listening to what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, would you guys prefer to die, right, if you get COVID, or just get sick if you get COVID? I mean, you understand what I'm saying, right? Yes, that's an 2.04 billion people in China have been vaccinated, or the doses have been given. That the doses have been given, and only 889 million of them are fully vaccinated in China. Like, look how far, like, India, okay, even India surpassed us now, guys. Neither, yeah, exactly, electrics, but there is worse after effects. No. So, okay, wait, do you guys understand? Each to their own. On the vax, I say yes, you can still get and spread it. The vax, which I think is wrong name for it, only prevents severe side effects. Exactly. So what the vaccination was explained to me by the person that administered it to me, said that if I get side effects, it's because they're giving you a watered down version of the vaccine, so your body knows how it feels. Basically, that's what the vaccine is, guys, right? And it's to allow your body, or your body, to generate antibodies against it, so your body to fight it, like how people used to die of the common flu in the past. Okay, it's the same thing. He's speaking now. Let's go to it. No, he's not live. On my screen, he's not live. See? We're waiting for him. He's late again, by the way. Just saying. I'm still waiting. Did it refresh? Did it refresh? And this is the ENCA. The whole thing, many people take the word vaccination and immune as a symptom. Wait, hang on, as a synonym. So they should find different word, and call it a vaccination, and not call it a vaccination. 100%. There's none. What should be better option? Well, he's late. It is the right side. So you guys are all seeing this. And it says they started stream. You just either waiting for him or didn't change the camera perspective. There we go. There's his iPad. He put his iPad down.
Fellow South Africans, this evening I would like to talk to you about 4 matters that are vital to our fight against COVID-19 and the recovery of our society and economy. These are, firstly, the intensification of our national vaccination campaign.
I'm dead.
Secondly, the measures we will be taking to further open up our economy.
So dripped out.
Thirdly,
Yep.
the introduction of a vaccination certificate. And fourthly, our engagement with the United Kingdom to restore travel, tourism, and trade with them. A few days ago, the South African COVID-19 Modeling Consortium and the Department of Health confirmed that South Africa has emerged from a 3rd wave of COVID-19 infections.
Right.
This wave, which was driven by the Delta variant, was far more severe than the previous 2 waves. This 3rd wave lasted more than 130 days and was about 2 weeks longer than each of the earlier waves.
Okay.
At the peak of the 3rd wave, we were recording around 20,000 new cases each day. In the last 7 days, the average number of new cases was at around 1,800 a day. There are also sustained decreases in COVID-19 hospitalizations, as well as deaths in all provinces. This is news that is welcome to all of us, because we've been living under the shadow of the pandemic for the last 474 days now, and all of us have been taking quite a lot of strain.
He's keeping the exact count of the days, by the way.
We have experienced much hardship during this period, and the most difficult of these has been the many relatives, colleagues, and friends we have lost to this pandemic, as well as our diminished livelihoods.
Yes.
We mourn each and every one of the people who have died.
Definitely.
Naturally, we all want to resume many of the activities that we've been unable to do for much of the past 2 years. We want to attend traditional rituals and functions, birthday parties, weddings, and other social functions freely with our friends and family. We long for a time when we can go to church, to the mosque, to the shul, and to the temple without restrictions, and to be able to hug and shake hands without worrying about getting sick. The sports fan amongst us cannot wait to return to FNB, to Moses Mabhida, to Royal Bafokeng, to Bombela Stadium, to Newlands, and to Loftus to cheer our teams. We want to socialize freely, again at restaurants, at taverns and theaters, and we want to travel freely without ever having to fear that we could get infected. These freedoms, which we all long for, are within our reach, but we will only be able to get there if we are all vaccinated.
There we go.
And we all continue to observe the basic health protocols. Since we launched our national vaccination drive,
exactly what we were speaking about,
it has been gathering pace. To date, we have administered over 17 million vaccine doses. Over 8.6 million people in our country are fully vaccinated, which is more than 1/5 of the adult population. Significantly, 60%
freely,
of
but
South
under certain
Africans
conditions.
over the age of 60 and 50% of people between ages 50 and 59 have now received at least one vaccine dose. These numbers give us confidence and hope. We've set ourselves the target of vaccinating 70% of the adult population in South Africa by the end of the year. If we reach this target, the Department of Health estimates that we could save up to 20,000 lives. That represents 20,000 people who are mothers, fathers, sons, and daughters.
Correct.
Whose death can be prevented if the majority of us choose to get vaccinated. To reach our goal, we need to administer an additional 16 million vaccine doses this year, which amounts to around 250,000 first dose vaccinations every single workday of every week until mid-December. We know that the older you are, the greater the risk that you will get severely ill with COVID-19 or that you will need to be hospitalized.
MJ.
Or you may even die.
MJ.
We also know that the risk of death from COVID-19 is higher among the elderly than young people. To save lives and prevent our health facilities and staff from being overwhelmed, we've therefore prioritized those above 50 years of age and those above 60 for vaccination.
Okay.
This does not mean that people younger than 50 are not at risk. In recent months, we've seen an increasing number of younger people being hospitalized and unfortunately also dying from COVID-19. It is for this reason that from the 20th of August, we extended our vaccination program to all people in South Africa over 18 years of age. While we have made important progress and secured sufficient vaccine doses for the target population, our vaccination program is far too slow. We have therefore decided to upscale our vaccination campaign by launching the Vuma Vaccination Weekends campaign from tomorrow. The Vuma Vaccination Weekends campaign will be a countrywide drive to encourage our people, as many of them as possible, to get vaccinated. We know that getting to a vaccination site during weekdays can be difficult for many people, especially those who work, who have to commute long distances.
It's true.
Or have family responsibilities. Those who might not be able to get to vaccine during the week should take up this opportunity. Tomorrow, the 1st of October, and on Saturday, the 2nd of October, we will be opening vaccination sites around the country to reach a lot of South Africans. The Department of Health has identified priority districts in each province based on the number of unvaccinated people and the current vaccination coverage in each district. This will be the first Vuma vaccination weekend in a series of outreach programs.
Okay.
Leaders from across the political spectrum, civil society, religious leaders, traditional leaders, labor and business will be asked to mobilize communities to stay safe by being vaccinated. The Deputy President and I, as well as ministers, deputy ministers, premiers, MECs, mayors and councillors, will also be out in communities on Friday and Saturday to encourage citizens to get vaccinated. The vaccination, as we have said before, is free to everyone living in South Africa, whether you're a South African citizen or from another country. You can go to a government or a private health facility that offers vaccinations, even if you don't have medical aid. You can walk into your nearest vaccination site with your ID or other proof of identity and be registered on the spot. The Vuma vaccination weekends are also an opportunity to acknowledge the immense contribution made by our frontline health workers and health service managers from our
we'll get into the discussion of what you think
who have gone door to door encouraging people to go to get vaccinated, and to our staff members at the site and outreach vehicles.
I'd like to know.
And in health facilities around the country. We also want to acknowledge the huge number of volunteers who have helped and the many initiatives by local leaders. We must applaud the efforts that are also being made by business to have their workers vaccinated. We call on businesses to facilitate the vaccination of their workers and encourage them to get vaccinated. I know of a major company that has already facilitated the vaccination of almost 90% of their workers, and would like other businesses to emulate this. The involvement of all sectors of society in the national effort will become all the more critical in the run-up to the local government elections in November. Campaign activities pose the greatest risk to a surge in new infections. Every one of us, from party leaders and organizers to supporters and election staff, has a responsibility to ensure that the regulations are followed and all health protocols are observed during the election campaign. I know it is difficult to be able to control the number of people who throng around leaders, but we urge all of us to get our followers to adhere to the protocols. The Independent Electoral Commission is putting in place measures to ensure that every voter can freely exercise their democratic right without being exposed to unnecessary risk. And fellow South Africans, when I announced on the 12th of September that the country would be moving to adjusted level 2, I said that we would be reviewing the situation after 2 weeks. The current trends in the progression of the pandemic mean that a number of the restrictions in place can now be eased as per the recommendations of the Ministerial Advisory Committee on COVID-19. Following the meetings of the National Coronavirus Command Council and the President's Coordinating Committee, Cabinet has decided to move South Africa from adjusted level 2 to adjusted alert level 1 from midnight tonight. The following measures will then apply as part of alert level 1. The hours of the curfew will change from 12 midnight to 4 a.m. Non-essential establishments like restaurants and bars and fitness centers will need to close by 11 p.m. now to allow their employees and patrons to travel home before the start of the curfew. The maximum number of people permitted for attending meetings indoors will increase from 250 to 750. And the maximum number of people permitted to attend meetings outdoors will increase from 500 to 2,000. Where the venue is too small to accommodate these numbers with appropriate social distancing, then no more than 50% of the capacity of the venue may be utilized. This includes religious services, political events, social gatherings, as well as restaurants, bars, taverns, and similar places. The maximum number of people permitted at a funeral will increase from 50 to 100. As before, night vigils, after funeral gatherings, and after tears gatherings are not allowed because they've been proven to be super spreader events. The sale of alcohol for both off-site and on-site consumption will be permitted. They will be permitted according to the normal license provisions of such establishments. However, no alcohol may be sold after 11 p.m. The wearing of masks in public places is still mandatory.
$1,000 giveaway? What are you talking
The
about?
failure to wear a mask when required remains a criminal offense. I must on this point, however, commend many South Africans that I have been coming across in the streets of our country and in various places where people gather. I've been seeing a great improvement of people wearing masks, and this is commendable. As part of the effort to return the most affected parts of the economy to operation, we are looking at further relaxations of restrictions, particularly with respect to sporting and cultural events. As I said earlier, we all long for our freedom to come back, and if we continue to work together as we have been doing, more areas of activity will be opened. We will be making further announcements in time about sporting events. The Department of Health will soon be rolling out a vaccination certificate, which will provide a secure and a verifiable proof of vaccination. This certificate can be used to facilitate travel, to access establishments and gatherings and other forms of activity that require proof of vaccination status. Our approach on this matter is informed by the World Health Organization's guidelines and is in line with international best practice.
Nice.
Streamlining and standardizing proof of vaccination will also go a long way towards getting a number of international travel restrictions,
That's what it's for.
both from and into our country, eased. Getting vaccinated is not only about protecting oneself and those around you. It is also about preventing new and more dangerous variants from emerging, as the virus is able to spread and mutate in unvaccinated populations. However, we should remember that even if we are vaccinated, we need to continue to adhere to the basic precautions to limit the spread of the virus from one person to another. We know that indoor gatherings, particularly in places that have poor ventilation, are the major cause of outbreaks and super spreader events. We must therefore continue, as I've often said in the past, wearing our masks at all times when in public, and always ensure that windows are open and that there is a flow of fresh air. If we continue to adhere to these regulations, and if we keep the rate of infections low, and most importantly, if we vaccinate significant numbers of the adult population, we will keep this pandemic at bay, and eventually we will be able to force it into decline. In an effort to prevent rising infections, a number of countries around the world have opted to restrict travel from other countries. The United Kingdom imposed a travel ban on South Africans by red listing our country, in other words, preventing easy travel from South Africa. Now, this has put us in a disadvantaged position, since the United Kingdom is South Africa's biggest source of tourism from the Northern Hemisphere, and is also a significant trading partner.
Correct.
While United Kingdom scientists were concerned about the presence of the Beta variant in South Africa, the reality is that the Delta variant is now by far the dominant variant in the country. Now, earlier today, I had a telephone conversation with the British Prime Minister, Boris Johnson, to discuss this matter. I put South Africa's case to him, which he understood very well. And we both agreed that decisions of this nature should be informed by science, and we are both hopeful of a positive outcome when the issue comes up for review in the coming days by their scientists. Fellow South Africans, our greatest priority now is to ensure that the economy recovers as quickly as possible so that we can create jobs and help businesses to get back on their feet. The only way we can do this is if more South Africans choose to get vaccinated more quickly.
Yep.
If the majority of our population is vaccinated, we can declare South Africa to be a safe destination and welcome tourists back over the summer season. We can also resume sporting events and concerts and lift restrictions on restaurants and bars and encourage people to return safely to their workplaces, shops, and public spaces. Now, a number of people have been saying we should put an end to the state of disaster. Now, we follow science. Our scientists continue to advise us on all these matters. Vaccination is our best defense. If we can reach our vaccination targets by the end of this year, we can avoid further restrictions.
Correct.
And kick our economic recovery into a high gear.
Correct. Correct.
Now, I'd like to urge all of us to take advantage of the VUMA vaccination weekends. Let us all go out and get vaccinated. Let us take our friends, our family members who are not yet vaccinated and urge them to go and get vaccinated. Let us reach our 70% target by December, and let us pick up the pace
Hello, family.
of our vaccination process.
Hello, everybody.
And let us all VUMA.
Let us VUMA.
May God continue to bless our beautiful country and a wonderful people. and continue to protect her people. I thank you.
Thank you, Mr. President, for that lovely address. Okay. So, guys, it's, how can I say this without, so MJ, I was reading every single comment, and also Vans, reading every single one, and the thing is, you need to not only think about yourself there, okay? It's about the other people around you also. Just today, I told Fresh, because he wanted to come up for the school cup. I don't know if he still is. That's purely his decision from Cape Town to here. Just today, told him there is multiple places on your route to here, and also when you hear the event that you're going to, or the event that you want to go to, you can get it. And we want to stay at a family member's house, and that family member, obviously I don't know if they've also got kids, but that family member obviously is, how can I say, they're older as well. Okay, so if Fresh goes out, say to Mavericks, where the event is going to be held here in the school, Rivonia, or even on the flight, or even at the airports. Yes, I know you got to submit your COVID vaccine test before you take a flight. That's the normal case, right? You got to actually go for the test first before you can actually board a flight, and they check all of that. But anyway, that's besides the point. The point is, and you need to fill out the form to actually declare that you don't have COVID and you are traveling, and then you go through a heat check, and they check you in the heat and stuff, and then you fly. But he hasn't been vaccinated, right? Even if you are vaccinated, and if you're in contact with somebody that has COVID-19, you could be a carrier of that to somebody that you're close to. Okay? Now, that's the point that you need to think about. If you're going to stay at home all the time, and if you don't want to take it, that's cool. But if you're working, or if you're around people all the time, be it school, be it wherever, in the workplace, if you go to the shops, if you interact with anybody in any way that's less than 1.5 meters away from you, you are putting the other person at risk if you are a carrier. Have you ever thought about it that way? And if so, how does it make you feel? Now that is the number one question that made me also want to get the vaccine. right? And I do not want to put other people at risks or lives at risks. So I chose the path to take the vaccine. I'm not going to tell you guys you all need to take it. Okay? I'm never going to force you all to do anything. It's all up to you. It's your choice if you want to do something or not. Right? But the fact is, I need you to think about how you would affect other people around you. What's the worst that the vaccine could do to you? It literally gives you mild symptoms of having COVID. It happened to my wife. She had the Johnson & Johnson vaccine. She was also sick for about 2 days, 2 or 3 days. But that's not the point. That's not the point, Rexy. It's not about what the vaccine would do to you. It's what the vaccine would do for you and for other people around you. And I think that is where the government is not coming from and not explaining to people why that's important. Like, they're saying it, but people are not saying, they're not saying it in an understanding way, if that makes sense, guys. So that's now what, from my side, the point from my side, what I think and what I believe. And if they educated people in that sense, it would make more people think about, those numbers wouldn't be that low. It wouldn't be as low as it is at the moment. Yes, we're getting there, but it wouldn't be like a third of our population that has been vaccinated. So they're trying to reach that status of herd immunity. I understand, fully understand it, but what's that going to do for the rest of the people now? We need to reach a certain percentage to reach that herd immunity. That's what he's trying to do. So if we all try and play the game, let's play the game properly. Okay? Because that's what it is. Life is what you want to make it to be. And life is what you want others, like, you want to see other people succeed as well. Like, I really want to see every single one of you guys in my chat succeed in life, some way or another. Every single one. But yet again, I'm not going to be that person to force you to do something. It needs to be unto you. And if you believe it's not for you, cool, but at least heed what I said now. Okay? We need a reunion in like 10 years. I'm being serious though, guys. I'm actually being serious. Like, I'm now highly concerned about what MJ was saying. Because yeah, I'm just a person like that to worry about a lot of people and a lot of other things. yeah. But I'm gonna leave it there with you guys, and hope everybody enjoyed that. What the president said. Being back to level 1 sort of status, which is good. But still, I think it's not time for people as yet to understand what is actually happening. You know. So yeah. Rexy, am I gonna play games now? And I'm gonna end for now. I have some concerns to actually deal with now, to be honest. I'd love to continue, but I just got a message now that has made me worried about a lot of things. And yeah, let's see what happens out of it. I just need to sort out a few things, guys. But yeah, thanks for joining the stream, and thanks to everyone that was new to the channel as well. If you are new, just know that I just want everyone to be, stay safe, be safe, and yeah, everyone must just like chill. Everyone needs to chill. Anyway, love you guys. I will see you guys most probably tomorrow, and we will have more of a discussion and obviously more games maybe tomorrow. Let's see how the day goes, the night goes, but yeah, let's have a look. See, thank you all for joining again. Well, I don't know, maybe I will maybe play some games still. We'll see. Cool. Thanks, Roy. Trixie. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Okay. Bye.